So today AKAHATÁ was attending a great side event on the UPR, and we've been attending also the adoption section of the UPR from countries within one of them was from Latin America, which is Colombia, and we prepared a statement for the adoption session. Well, AKAHATÁ has been engaged with the UPR process in different ways. One of them was working with partners organizations all over the region in submissions for the UPR of different countries during the past 3 cycles of the UPRs. You know, even though the UPR is going through the 3rd cycle, it's relatively new, so we try to engage NGOs from all over the region with this process. The UPR is a mechanism easily for activists to engage in, because you have not to be an expert to draft a submission and follow up the implementation. However, many times states consider or remember about the UPR close to the review and forget that the UPR process is a cycle and an ongoing process. So it's difficult from a civil society organization to engage during the other stages than the reporting at the submission times. I think the states could understand that our NGOs should be able to and encourage organizations to engage during the process of implementation and follow-up of implementation of recommendations. AKAHATÁ covered diverse issues related to sexual and reproductive health and rights. For instance, rights of trans people, intersex people, abortion, comprehensive sexuality education, and so far we've been, I think we've been advancing in those issues. One of the challenges is to translate information and recommendations that civil society has been done during these cycles into recommendations using the same language. Sometimes states consider that some issues and some language is controversial and they try to avoid it. But sometimes I personally think that maybe pushing for new language is, even though its recommendations is not accepted by the state, is a step forward to visibilize some issue and put it in a recommendation. And regarding the process of implementation and follow-up, sometimes I hear many times that civil society should be a watchdog of this process. I think I am agree with that, but if civil society is only a watchdog, is relegating the civil society to a particular role. And I think the state should understand that civil society could be also allies and good collaborators for implementing the recommendation accepted by states.